Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what is most likely to happen next in this connection with whoever you have on your mind, okay? I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you're most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. So let's see what type of messages come through for you on what is coming up next when it comes to this connection. Let's see here. What is coming up next for you, group number 1? Okay, let's see here. If there have been any type of difficulties or challenges when it comes to this connection, I do feel that that an opportunity is going to come about to where you can mend and fix things. This can talk about like difficulty with communication. So it makes me feel that maybe there was an argument or some type of disagreement to where there's some tension there, you know, it's something like that is what I'm getting. But the overall message though that I'm getting with this card is that there's still a pathway to this person, you know, like the bridge hasn't been completely burned, and that you can still be connected to this person, even if there's been some challenges and stuff like that. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Knight of Coins. Okay, it does. I feel like there have been some challenges within this connection, but I'm feeling with this card though, I'm feeling like a patient type of energy coming through here, like a patient, helpful type of energy. It's a feeling of someone who is, again, like they're patient, they're responsible, they're trustworthy, their energy is very grounded, you know, they're not hasty and, you know, just quick moving. Like there's a slower, methodical type of energy here is what I'm getting. The strong message coming through of, I don't know, with this oracle card and then the tarot, I feel that I'm not sure like if an apology is coming through or I feel like, again, if there's been any type of difficulties or issues within this connection, it's either you saying to your person or your person saying to you, let's fix this. You know, like let's get this off the ground, you know, like let's move this along. And again, even if it could be a more slower moving type of energy, but there's something linked and connected to that though, that gives me more confidence in it being a long-term, stable type of connection is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, what is coming up next in this connection? I feel like someone's mad. I feel like someone's angry. Again, I'll pull more cards. We'll see where this goes, but it feels like there is some type of conflict. Again, it's not all loss. Again, there is a message here of still being able to connect to this person. But I don't know. I can't help but feel like that some difficult stuff has taken place within the connection. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you in this connection? The Hermit. Okay, you could be spending some time alone, right? So there could be where, you know, you're going your separate ways a little bit, or you're spending time in solitude, right? Like there's a feeling here of you looking within for answers, for guidance, something like that. For some of you, you may feel that you've kind of lost yourself within this connection. There's another message coming through here too, where for some of you, I feel like you're feeling a bit exhausted. And that would make sense, right? If there's been some challenging, you know, stuff going on, if you've been arguing, or again, just a lot of disagreements, you're not on the same page. how I'm reading this, I feel like someone within this connection has been very much persevering, right? Like they're not going to give up. They keep trying, they keep going, something like that. But I feel that they're exhausted is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Again, okay, there is a loving, sweet, sensitive type of energy coming through in the reading. But I feel like someone's not being very kind to that energy though, or to the person, right, that has that energy about them. It feels like someone is kind of lashing out at that person, or I don't know, taking advantage of their kind nature. There's some type of difficult energy here. Let's see what else we get with this deck. Okay, what is coming up next for you in this connection? What is coming up next for you? Okay, I can't help but feel, okay, to how I'm reading this, it's, oh my gosh, okay, it's, okay, for some of you, it's a feeling of, again, some type of disagreement. The energy feels so chaotic. It feels that, it seems like an argument where like you're both getting at each other but no one's really listening, right? Or that you're only listening to respond. And there's also something coming through in the reading here that seems too much, like something, there's too much of something is what I'm getting. I'm trying to think how else I can word this. Okay, I'm just going to ramble. This is very specific, so it might not resonate with everyone, but to how I'm getting this, it feels like someone is oversharing. I don't know. I don't know if that's just stuff within just the connection with your person, or if you're oversharing stuff about the connection to other people, if they're doing that to other people. Something like that's what I'm getting with this card. It's just, it's too much of something. Like and it feels like oversharing, or I don't know. Let's see what else we get. Okay, what is coming up next in this connection? Ace of Wands. Okay, I do feel that there is a new opportunity that's going to come about within this connection, group number 1, and it feels very passionate. Like it feels like a new passionate beginning, new start, or to rekindle things. What else am I getting? Yeah, there's a very fiery, passionate type of energy there. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next in this connection? There's still some type of conflict though that I feel is coming through in the reading. Let's see what else we get. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on here, group number 1. It feels like arguments, insults, criticism, judgment, and again, to take it back to this card, really just these 2 cards alone, to how I'm reading it, it is a feeling that someone that's making those hurtful comments or criticisms and things like that, it seems to be uncalled for, or that it is to the degree that it's being presented to the other person. To how I'm reading this, and again, because I do feel like there's some challenges, right? There might be a disagreement, something like that. But I feel that one of you, to how you're handling it, it does seem too much, right? I feel like someone's approach or how they're reacting to what's going on here, again, I feel like one person is in this kind, loving type of energy, and then there's another person, their energy seems very harsh and abrasive. They're criticizing, they're judging, they're putting the other person down. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else we get. Okay, what is coming up next for you in this connection? This reading is all over the place. Okay, what I'm getting with this card here for what's coming up next for you, group number 1, it feels like harmony and balance is going to come about. It feels like that the connection is going to become very enjoyable. It feels like all the struggles and everything go away. And that you're just well on your way and it seems effortless, and I don't know what's going on here because obviously everything else coming through in the reading, it just seems very challenging. What else am I getting? Yeah, what is coming up next for you in this connection? I feel that you're going to feel so whole and content within this connection, your life, where you find yourself within this connection or this phase or cycle of your life. And it's a feeling of you being able to handle anything that gets thrown your way, anything that comes about within this connection. I just feel like that there are no difficulties. That's what I get with this card. Like, it's a feeling, like I said, you're well on your way. There's no issues, and even if there is an issue, there isn't, because it's still like something that you would just be able to handle effortlessly, is what I'm getting. What else? Okay, let's see here. What guidance is here for you when it comes to this connection and everything that's coming about? Let's see what else we get here. What guidance is here for you? Okay, what I'm getting with this card here, and I even link it into this one, it is a feeling of someone, again, being very patient with themselves, with the other person, putting time, energy, and hard work into this connection. For some of you, this may be someone that you have a lot of history with, okay? And even if that's not the case, if this is someone that you just met 2 seconds before clicking on the video, I feel it has the potential to be quite long-term, is what I'm getting. And I do feel that even though, again, challenging energy coming through in the reading, I do feel that there is a lot of love between you and this person. Let's see what else we get. What is here for guidance for you when it comes to this connection? 7 of Swords. Okay, you may need to go about things in a way that you're being kind of clever and strategic about your approach and how you go about things. And I'm saying that because how I'm reading this card, it feels that things are not exactly what they seem, is what I'm getting. So it's not that I'm encouraging you to go be sketchy and manipulative and again, go about things in a sneaky way. But it's kind of like the message of the card in a way, though. Like, there's a feeling here of thinking outside the box, being very innovative. And it's a feeling that what someone is wanting within the connection, that again, you may need to be kind of clever and kind of have, again, a strategic plan in place or something like that to have it play out to your liking. Yeah, I don't know. What else am I getting here? Let's see what else comes through. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card just to kind of wrap up this section of the reading, and we'll see what else we get. Okay, final messages for what's coming up next. Let's see. Okay, yes, the energy coming through here for what's coming up next for you within this connection, it feels playful. So again, all of the challenging stuff coming through in the reading, because again, this was, I think, like the first card or one of the first cards that came out, which I feel is, this could be most likely highlighting kind of where you're sitting right now within the connection. And really, no matter how we look at it, it's a feeling of the energy becoming more lighthearted. Like there's a playful kind of energy or vibe here. And the message I'm getting, and I don't even know if this is the right way of wording it, but I feel that there's banter. I don't know if that's the right way of wording it. I've never used that word before, but that's the message I'm getting, that there's banter. So I don't know. If that makes sense, take the message and roll with it. If it doesn't, just pretend I didn't say it. What else? Okay. This card and this card, actually similar kind of message. They kind of feed off of each other in a way that, again, there could be something to where how I'm reading this, I do feel that this card is representing one of you. Okay, so in how I'm reading this card, I feel this is describing a person, is representing someone who is very clever, but they're witty, like they're quick. Like there's something to where I feel like anyone falling under this energy, they're already, a few steps ahead of you, something like that is what I'm getting. Or that there can be this playful kind of witty energy attached to them or to their approach within the connection. So that's another message coming through too, right? Is, again, be clever and strategic to how you go about things. But that I almost feel that again, that some of you have this energy or quality about you, being able to deal with this difficult type of energy, but there's to put a little spin on it, something like that is what I'm getting. So yeah, I don't know. Those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit and we'll see what type of messages come through for you on what is coming up next for you in this connection. Let's see. Okay, messages I'm getting with this. I hate to break it to you, we're not off to a good start. Messages coming through here that have to do with someone feeling humiliated. I'm going to pull some more cards. We'll kind of see where this goes. But yeah, I feel that either you or your person are kind of sitting in this energy of feeling embarrassed. Let's see what else we get. That jumped out, so we'll take it. Okay, 9 of Wands. So what I'm getting with this card here, the energy feels challenging, okay? I feel that I feel like this connection, I don't know, that's what I'm getting. It feels like there's been a lot of challenges and difficulties and that things have played out in a way to where I feel that you or your person would say, okay, I just have to keep persevering. Like I can't give up. I just have to keep going. And I don't know. It feels a bit exhausting, the energy coming through there. Okay. A message I do get though with this card is it is a feeling though of that difficult phase or cycle within the connection, that it is reaching the end of that cycle though, is what I'm getting. But for some of you, you may feel that you're in this type of situation with your person to where it feels like maybe there's one last test from the universe, there's one last obstacle, that you have to get over or face or deal with. Let's see what else comes through here. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Okay, another message I am getting with this card. Okay, so everything I'm rambling on about, right, where it's like, oh, it's been challenging, blah, 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 whatever. I do feel you have a very strong connection and bond to this person, okay? Everything coming through with this card where I feel like, okay, you guys are persevering, you're trying to make the connection work, that sort of thing. It's because it's meaningful to you, right? I can't see anybody in their right mind staying in this energy for something that doesn't mean anything to them, because again, there's challenges linked into it. This isn't where everything's perfect every single day and there's no issues or challenges of any kind, and it's like, okay, well, what's the big deal, you know? But there are, like, there's some obstacles here, but I feel that it feels worth it. That's what I feel is coming through in the reading. Let's see what else. Okay, what is coming up next for you in this connection? Okay. Messages I'm getting with this card here. I'm trying to think how I can word this. Okay, what's coming up next for you in this connection? Okay, I don't know if the message coming through is highlighting you and your partner taking things back to the basics, or focusing on what truly matters, or like simplifying. There's a feeling here of simplifying something. There's a feeling here of, how do I word what I'm getting? Something along the lines of not needing to go all out, like not needing to fuss with things, not needing. I'm trying to think how I can word the message I'm getting with this card. It's a feeling of, there's substance to this connection. I guess that, again, it's kind of highlighting what I was rambling on about before. Again, feeling this is a very meaningful connection, right? So even if there are some obstacles and whatnot, it feels like it's worth it, is what I'm getting. And there's something... Are you having a little fit over there? I'm trying to do a video. So basically, yeah, to what I'm getting with this card, it's a feeling of... Okay, I don't even know if this is going to make any sense, but I'll just kind of talk about it. It's a feeling that there's something going on within this connection that if you stripped everything away from the connection, there's still something beautiful there. There's still, like, there's substance there. There's something meaningful there. It's how I read this card. This is where, how do I word it? Again, this is where things are so simple that no one can say anything where, oh, well, that played out this way or it played out that way because of all this extra stuff. Like, it's a feeling that it's a feeling of almost like the bare minimum. Again, this very simple or simplified type of energy coming through. But I don't mean in a way of like bare minimum where it's like there's no effort and it's garbage what you're left with. Like, it's a feeling of that you don't need anything outside of this connection or something. Like, you don't need anything extra to make it better. Like, it's a feeling that that's how I can word it. It is a feeling, again, once you strip everything away, there's something very valuable there, is what I'm getting. I don't know. I'm going to pull some more cards. I'm kind of all over the place with it, but I'm trying to think of how I can word this, because I just feel like I'm not really getting the point across. Okay, this is a really weird example, but it's just to get the point across. Okay, this would be where... Okay, I'll use my tank top, for example, okay? Okay, there's a million pink tank tops in the world, right? So what I'm getting with this card, it would be a feeling of, okay, I could go to a secondhand store and buy a pink tank top for $2, or I could go to some high-end luxury tank top store with nothing but name brands, and I'm basically going to have to sell a kidney to afford it. But really, when it's all said and done, it's a feeling that if I had the $2 one on from a thrift store, or an $800 million tank top from some luxury store, I look the same. It's something like that's what I'm getting. It's where, okay, you don't need to sell a kidney. You don't need to spend $80 million on this one item, because when it's all said and done, to do a more simplified version, the end result's the same. Like, it's something like that. Really weird example, but just kind of get my point across. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense for someone. Let's see what else we get. Okay. What is coming up next in this connection? Knight of Cups. Okay. There's a very loving, friendly, supportive energy coming through here in the reading. I feel that you and this person you're connected on a very deep level emotionally, is what I'm getting. But it feels like there's been some challenges. Like, I feel like someone has been feeling overwhelmed within the connection, or maybe emotions got kind of riled up and stuff like that. But I feel things are calming down though. And again, it is a feeling like this difficult cycle, it's coming to an end, and that you're going to be able to move forward. And again, there is something about not needing anything than what both of you bring to the table. Do you know what I mean? Like, just what both of you contribute to this connection, that, I don't know, like, you don't need a whole bunch of extra stuff and a bunch of fuss. Something like that's what I'm getting. I don't know. There's something about these two cards though that, again, I can't help but feel something. I almost feel like this is past energy, or kind of where you're sitting right now, right, and trying to transition out of this energy. That's how I'm feeling. I'm not even feeling it so much that this humiliation is what's coming next. I feel like someone's already sitting in that energy. But I feel like, again, someone just keeps persevering through it, or something like that. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Okay, that came out, so we'll take it. Very obsessive energy is what I'm getting. And again, I can't help but then link that back to that card, right? This very obsessive energy. You're going to persevere. You're going to keep going. It means something to you. Again, very passionate type of energy coming through in the reading. I feel that there's very intense energy between you and this person. Yeah, I feel like the person you're connected to is obsessed with you, or something like that. They have, very intense feelings about you. Okay, let's see what else we get. What is coming up next in this connection? Okay, something's going on here where I feel like someone is very much struggling internally with something. And again, for some of you, it's going to be this embarrassment, this humiliation that someone's feeling. That's what I'm getting. There's a very intense energy coming through in the reading, but then when I throw the Knight of Cups back into the mix, I feel like this card, it's calming this energy. For some of you, I don't know if something happened within this connection that has you or your person feeling angry. That's another message coming through. I feel like no matter how we look at this, I just feel that the person that's stuck in this obsessive type of energy, they're in that, and I feel they're stuck in that because, again, this means so much to them, and they have such deep feelings for you that I feel anything that happens within this connection affects either you or this person or both of you on a very deep level. That's what I'm getting. And then for some of you, I don't know if you end up acting right from that place of emotion, something like that. Let's see what else comes through. What is coming up next in this connection? Four Swords. Okay. Yes, I do feel like the energy is calming down. Okay, so if you or your person's been too much in your head and you're overthinking something, I feel like whatever this difficulty is, right? So challenging energy, humiliation, whatever it is, I feel like that's being put to rest. It feels that, again, there's this calm energy that's coming about into this connection, to where I feel that you are going to be able, like, to breathe a sigh of relief, is almost like how I'm reading it. Like, it's a feeling, again, of being able to rest. Something that's very much, again, been troubling you, troubling your person, just not working out within the connection. I feel that there could be a certain conversation that you have, or that things align in such a way that you feel like at peace, and there's a certain level of contentment or something like that on a mental level, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. What is most likely to happen next in this connection? Okay, messages I'm getting with this card here, it's a feeling of someone or something bringing out the best in another person or a situation. Something like that's what I'm getting. There's an abundance of love, of a positive, pleasant type of energy, connection, approach, something like that's what I'm getting. And just a feeling of having an abundance of things or something like that to be grateful for. That's another message coming through as well. Yeah, the energy linked into this card, I just feel that there's a lot of emotional energy coming through, and something that feels so pure and innocent. That's another message I'm getting there. Let's see what else comes through. What is coming up next in this connection? Yeah, I definitely feel that you're moving towards this positive, pleasant, kind of heart-centered type of energy. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next in this connection? Okay, let's see here. Okay, the message I'm getting with this card, I'm not sure if this is something that's going to come about to where you or your person will be communicating this to the other one, or if it's more so, again, just coming through in the reading for me to ramble on, and then, you take the messages that resonate. But to what I get with this card, it's a feeling of someone pretending to be brave, to be courageous, to be strong, acting like they're not phased, like, oh, this isn't getting to me, and I'm not scared, but they kind of are. That's what I'm getting. It's a feeling of almost, I don't know if I want to say like putting on a front, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know. I feel like someone, I don't know, like, could be going about things in a way because they want to be perceived in a particular light. Like, they want to be looked at in a certain way. So it's a feeling like they need to, I don't know if I want to say stretch the truth a bit, but it's just a feeling of someone feeling hesitant to be vulnerable, right? To say, hey, I don't feel 100% about this, or I'm really nervous, I'm kind of scared, I'm not feeling as brave and courageous as, I would like to be within the situation, or even to how, I'm presenting myself within the connection. It's a feeling of someone being kind of worried or nervous, stressed out, something like that, but it's a feeling of them putting on a brave face. Something like that is what I'm getting. What else am I getting here? Let's see what else comes through. What is most likely to happen next within this connection? So yeah, I can't help but feel with that card that, again, there could be some type of conversation that you have with this person to where you do open up more with each other and be more vulnerable with each other, right? And then with that, I feel that just helps bring you closer to your person. Let's see what else we get. Okay, for some of you, it could be that really the messages are linked together based on these cards, right? That I'm not sure if your person's feeling a bit embarrassed or humiliated because they don't truly feel the way that they are presenting themselves to be. Something like that. That might not resonate for everyone, but it is a message coming through. Let's see what else we get. What is most likely to happen next in this connection? Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel that you and your person are going to be able to look at this situation from a different perspective, because that's what I'm getting with this card. It feels like someone feels so trapped and restricted within their circumstances, right, within the connection, but that's solely based on how someone is perceiving the situation, is what I'm getting. It With the Eight of Swords, I mean, this talks about that, again, whoever is in that energy of feeling trapped and restricted, you can free yourself at any point in time, right? To me, it feels more like a mental thing, right? Like someone's feeling trapped within their circumstances because of how they're viewing something. But if you can look at it from a different angle, again, I feel like there's peace, balance, and harmony that come about with that. Yeah, I do. I feel like you're moving into this more calm, pleasant type of energy with your person. Okay. Again, not sure if this is your person, you, maybe both of you. There is a feeling of something that either is kind of going on right now within the connection, or again, could be coming about, that I feel someone's not really wanting to face and deal with something. Okay, there's a certain aspect of something that you've got going on within this connection where I feel like someone, I don't know, they're not wanting to deal with it and address it. But again, for some of you, it's more of a feeling that that's energy that you currently are in or kind of have been. But again, I feel that you're moving out of that, though, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what else comes through here. I'm going to pull some more cards here, and we'll see what type of messages come through for guidance for you, okay, when it comes to this connection. Okay, let me see here. Guidance for you when it comes to this connection. Okay, I'm going to pull some more cards, because what I'm getting with this card, it's talking about someone that doesn't, okay, overall what I get with this card, it's a very insensitive type of energy, person, or approach. And I don't know, like there is something coming through here about not being like swayed or influenced by emotion. I'm going to pull some more cards. We'll kind of see where this goes. But yeah, something about, for some of you, if your person has been approaching you with a very unkind energy or just very insensitive, again, I feel that I do feel that the energy is shifting and changing, and not to make excuses for this person or to anyone that's going about things in this type of way, but I can't help but feel that it's really stemming from like their own pain, like their own issues that they're dealing with in things that they're struggling with. And then you end up like being on the receiving end of it or something. Let's see what else we get. What is the guidance here when it comes to this connection? Yeah, there's something, I don't know, that is kind of resonating with me here for the messages, that it feels that someone, I don't know how to word this, it's a feeling of someone like pretending to be okay when they're not okay, something like that. So I'm not sure if you're going to be kind of matching your person's energy, or if they're doing that to you and trying again like to move on, move forward, that sort of thing. But I can't help but feel that one of you still is holding on to a lot of pain. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What is the guidance here for group number 2? Okay. Messages I'm getting with this card here. Let me see here. Guidance for you. Okay, this is kind of weird, but to how I'm reading this, it's a feeling of someone trying to prevent someone from doing something. And ultimately, to how I read this, I actually feel that the person that's in that energy of trying to prevent, right, the other person from taking action, doing something, right, that they feel very compelled to do. I actually feel that, again, the first person, they're able to view the situation from a much higher perspective. It's a feeling that the other person, I think that they're so consumed and being influenced based on emotion, or again just how they're thinking about something, that it's clouding their judgment, is what I'm getting. So there could be something going on here where someone is trying to help you, is trying to kind of steer you away from going down a path that isn't going to lead to what you think it's going to or what you want it to. Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, let's see. What else do we get? Pull some tarot. What is the guidance here for group number 2 when it comes to this connection? 9 of Coins. Okay. Something coming through here about, there's a very independent energy linked into the 9 of Coins. Right? This can talk about someone that, you know, they've accomplished a lot. They put a lot of time, energy, and hard work into achieving a certain amount of prosperity or abundance within their world. It just feels like there's a lot of achievements and accomplishments, something like that coming through in the reading. But again, it feels like it's more singular energy, though, is what I'm getting. And there's a very graceful type of energy linked into this. So when it's coming to guidance for you within this connection, it's how I'm reading this. I feel like the message I want to say to you is keep your head held high. So I don't know exactly what that's linked and connected to, but there's something here about, how do I word this? Okay, it's a feeling that I feel that you're feeling like secure and whole and content on your own, like within your own personal world, or that's the guidance coming through, right? For you to go about things in a way that again, you're feeling happy and content, and that you're feeling secure, right, within yourself, your life, how things are in a more individual way. Because I feel like that's just going to set you up for success with this person. Something like that is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card to kind of wrap up this section of the reading. So let's see what else we get here. Final messages for group number 2. Yes, there's a feeling here of being able to build upon this connection. Okay, it's a feeling of improvements happening. It's a feeling of something that is already a positive thing being made even better. This is an extremely positive card to come through in the reading, because basically how I read this, it's a feeling of, okay, everything right now, there's a lot of amazing stuff, but you know what? It's going to get even better. It's that type of message that I'm getting. So I definitely feel that you're moving in the right direction here. I do feel that there's going to be improvements happening within this connection. And yeah, I think I do. I feel like there's a lot of love between you and this person, and that you do have a very deep emotional connection to this person. And again, I can't help but feel that you and your person, yeah, you may have some very important conversations where, again, you're very vulnerable with each other. But again, I feel like that just brings you closer together. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit, and we'll see what type of messages come through for you on what is, coming next for you in this connection. Just drop the cards everywhere. Off to a good start here. Okay, let's see here. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Okay, a feeling of someone raining on your parade. That's no fun. Let's see where this goes. What is coming up next for you? Yeah, it's just kind of a feeling of, I don't know, something that makes you happy or something that inspires you or that you're motivated by, but I feel you're being met with kind of a moody type of energy, or just a feeling of someone like not really being that happy or supportive. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you? This is weird. Okay. Messages I'm getting with this card, it's a feeling of yeah, for what's coming next for you in this connection. This is weird. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Again, not so great energy with this card here, but with this one of the best cards in the entire deck. This is talking about you receiving, it feels like you're receiving a gift, which I'm assuming is from your person, but it's something that you would view as being just a very thoughtful gift, or something that really means something to you, is what I'm getting. What else? Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot as well. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Knight of Swords. Okay, I feel that there's going to be important communication coming about within this connection, and I feel the energy, it feels very fast moving. Like I feel like someone wants to take action towards you, or again, like to communicate with you. I don't know, something along those lines. Yeah, strong like communication vibes coming through. But it does, you doing okay there? Kind of falling apart a little bit, honey. But it feels a little bit tumultuous, is what I'm getting. Give me one moment. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back into this. Okay, what is most likely to happen next in this connection? Let's see here. Group number 3. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's some type of challenge coming through in the reading here. I feel like someone is looking at the connection from a very limiting perspective, is what I'm getting. Okay, whatever's going on here, it's again where someone I feel is feeling kind of moody, or they're not, again, in this very supported type of energy. I do feel like this is linked and connected to, again, something that's very much troubling that person. Like there's something here to where I feel like someone's replaying a painful experience or scenario in their head, something like that. And I don't know exactly what's going on, because like with this card coming through in the reading, it doesn't even make any sense. Like there's kind of like this underlying feeling of sadness, you know, coming through in the reading with this, mental torment with that, communication, but it seems a little bit tumultuous. And then we have this where it's a feeling of you receiving a gift, but you would consider it one of the greatest gifts you've ever received. Like it's thoughtful, it's meaningful, something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Okay, there's a feeling here. Okay, what is coming up next for you? Okay, I'm not sure, again, if this is your energy or your person's energy, and again, like how they're perceiving things, but how I'm reading this, it's a feeling that I feel someone, okay, I don't know if someone had their hopes up for something, or they were just under the impression that things were going to be one way, but they ended up being a different way, or that's what I'm getting. Like with this card, it's a feeling of what you think you're getting yourself into. You think you're really gonna like it, but then you either just straight up don't at all, or that there's certain aspects of it. Like, again, there could be certain parts where like, yep, I absolutely love this, but there's other aspects of it that feel horrible to deal with, which makes sense. And like taking it back to this card here, right? Where again, I feel like someone's just replaying like a painful situation or experience, something like that. Yeah, what is going on here? Okay, let's see what else we get with tarot. What is most likely to happen next in this connection? The Emperor. Okay, with the Emperor card, the messages I'm getting with this, it is a feeling of there being structure and stability. And this can be representing someone that, like, their energy, it's very much in control. They're, I don't know, like, this can represent someone like who's like in a leadership position, or like there's a protective energy, or I'm in charge kind of energy, something like that is what I'm getting. What else is coming through here? What is most likely to happen next in this connection? I can't help but feel that there's a very strong masculine energy coming through with this card, and I feel like they want to have something that's structured and stable with you, but I feel that it's almost a feeling like I feel like they want to be the one that calls the shots or something like that, or yeah, like they want to be the one in control or something like that. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you in this connection? Oh, for some of you, to how I'm reading this, it very well could be that you or your person, that you feel drawn to this person on an intuitive level, even if there are challenging things that have happened within this connection or that are currently going on right now. I still feel that, it's just a feeling that, I don't know, like about you two being connected. Stop. Oh, it scared me. About the two of you being connected, even if there are issues or something like that. Sadie, you scared me with your little high-pitched bark. Let's show off your cuteness, okay? If you're going to make a fuss, then we got to show people your cuteness. Okay? Right there. Right there. There you go. Okay? She's so precious. Yeah, I had a little heart attack there. Okay, let's see. What else do we get here? Okay. What is most likely to happen next in this connection? Okay, so putting these two cards together for what's coming up next for you, there's something going on here where, like, you or your person, like, you're struggling within this connection. Like, there's something that is not sitting well with one of you, is what I'm getting. Okay, I don't know if this is going to resonate with everyone, but it's how I'm reading it. It's almost a feeling of someone who's not happy, and so, sorry, you can't be happy either. Something like that's coming through. But for some of you, okay, especially if this has been more so the energy that you have been dealing with your person, I can't help but feel that they may be apologizing to you or wanting to offer you something, wanting to offer you like something of love, right? Like they want to offer you something that's meaningful. But I feel like someone is struggling so much mentally and emotionally within this connection and the things that have happened. I feel like someone, they're replaying a painful experience or situation or something like that, and then that gets them feeling sad, and then Okay, this is really weird message, but for some of you, how I'm reading it, it's almost a feeling that, okay, this is an awful, awful message, and I hope it's not true and doesn't resonate with anybody, but to how I'm reading it, for some of you, I don't know if you've been wrapped up in a connection with a person to where the happier you are, the worse it gets. And again, it just takes it back to that previous message, right? Where it's like, okay, well, if I can't be happy, no one can be happy. Again, that might not resonate for everyone. I hope it doesn't, because that's a really sad message. But it, again, though, I can't help but feel that really, to me, this card is screaming the loudest throughout the reading. And I feel that when it's all said and done, the one that's struggling the most within the connection, I feel like this is ultimately what they want, though. They want there to be harmony and balance and in this harmonious energy between the two of you. And I feel like someone's wanting to offer an apology or to offer love. Like, and again, this is all talking to, again, about something that's very meaningful. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for group number 3 in this connection? 9 of Cups. Oh my God, group number 3. It's everything I just said. 9 of Cups, this is the wish card within tarot. And it just feels that what's coming next for you within this connection, it feels like a wish fulfillment. Whatever would make you extremely happy, satisfied, and content on an emotional level within this connection, I feel that's the direction in which things are going. right? Someone's struggling, which is everything I was just rambling on about. And for some of you, something may have happened within this connection to where at one point in time, or maybe just even currently right now, that you were feeling rejected by your partner, or that they're feeling rejected by you, feeling kind of left out, abandoned, something like that, or that they're not feeling good enough for their person. Something like that is what I'm getting. What is coming up next for you and the guidance for you? Okay, yes, the message coming through here, again, to be looking at your situation from a different perspective, but there's also some message coming through here that there is help available though. Something like that's what I'm getting. It's a feeling that whatever challenging stuff is going on right now within the connection, or that comes about within this connection, to how I'm reading this, you don't just have to sit there and be like, okay, well, I see everything's horrible. I guess we'll just sit here in this energy. It is a feeling that, again, improvements can be made, that there's help or resources, like there's something available to you to help get you out of this difficult energy. But it's a feeling that someone has to, they have to notice it, or they have to grab onto it. They have to turn around. They have to do something, right? There's a feeling here, if you just keep doing exactly what you've been doing, that nothing's going to change. Let's see what else we get here. Okay. What is the guidance? Okay. Guidance coming through in the reading here is to try to kind of shift the energy or the direction in which things are going to where the energy it's more pleasant. It's how do I explain what I'm getting? I don't know what I get with this card. It's a feeling struggling here. It's a feeling of something feeling almost effortless is what I'm getting. It's a feeling of that even if everyone else in the world would struggle with whatever that thing is, you won't. Like, it's a feeling that something comes easier to you or to your person or within the connection. Like, there's a very pleasant energy that comes through here. And so I can't help but read this in a way of, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not getting this message coming through of, let's just sweep all the problems, just under the rug and we'll just look the other way. It's not to where, I'm like, we'll just, we'll worry about that later. But it's something about not becoming so immersed in the issues and the problems to where that gets magnified and it snowballs and it just turns into a bigger mess. For some of you, that is kind of how the message is coming through, is that I almost feel like someone's making it worse for themselves. Okay, another really weird message coming through, but I'll ramble on about it. Okay, whether it's your energy or your person's energy, I would not be surprised if someone is stuck in this type of loop within the experiences and things that have happened within this connection. And this message might sound really strange, but it's what I'm getting. It's a feeling that, again, maybe a painful situation or something like that came about within the connection, where obviously someone's not going to be feeling good, right, about that difficult situation they find themselves in. But I feel like one person within the connection, again, is trying to look at things from a higher perspective. They're trying to approach their person in a very calm, peaceful manner. There's a certain level of maturity there. But I almost feel like the person that's really struggling and feeling sad and down, and they're just dealing with mental torment and all of that, it's a feeling that I almost feel the person in that energy, how do I word this? That I almost feel they would say, I'm not ready to be over it yet. Like, I'm not ready to not be sad. I'm not ready to not be mad about it. I'm not ready to like even though, don't get me wrong, right? At any point in time, if someone's in pain and dealing with a difficult situation, right? That of course anyone would be like, well, who would want to be in pain? No one wants to stay in pain. But I feel that it's complicated. I feel like whatever is going on here, that it's complicated, and that, but I don't, okay, it's a feeling that it is very complicated and complex, but I'm wondering if someone within the connection is viewing it, though, in a way that they're not taking into consideration, right? This and that and all the different factors that are being thrown into the mix here that affect everything. And so, yeah, for some of you, I don't know, someone, again, is just looking at the situation from a skewed angle and then just staying stuck in that. I don't know. It's a weird message, but that's what I'm getting. It's something where I feel like someone, that's what I'm getting. Okay. I do feel like ultimately that you and this person, you want the same thing. And I do feel that's going to be the end result. I feel like that's the direction in which you're going. But I don't know if it's more that you may need to be a little bit more patient with your person, or that they're going to have to be that way with you, because they're still struggling to get to that same point as you, to where, okay, we move forward from this point. You know, like, we're seeing everything the same way. We're on the same page. We're going to move forward from this point. Not to where one person feels like they're dragging the other person along. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just look at it from this angle, right? Like something like that is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to pull one more card to kind of wrap up this section of the reading. And we'll just see what final messages want to come through for you. So final messages for group 3. Oh my God. It just keeps getting better. Group number 3. I'm freaking out for you. This is really good. Okay. So I don't know, all of the craziness that I've been rambling on about and the difficulties to how I'm reading these 3 cards, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. I feel that when it's all said and done, and again, the direction in which you're moving with this person, it just feels like a dream come true. Like the level that you're going to get to, the amount of, again, emotional satisfaction and contentment and fulfillment that you feel with how things play out, you're going to feel like you won the lottery. Like, yeah, you're going to be so happy. I almost feel almost like a surprised type of energy coming through. Like, you may be quite surprised at how well things do play out. Something like that's what I'm getting. The energy, they feel like they go from such extremes is what I'm getting here. So yeah, this might be quite the connection that you have with your person. I feel it's a very intense type of connection. Feels very soulmatey, is what I'm getting. And yeah, for what's coming up next for you, you're going to be blissfully happy. Like, there's just a feeling here of, again, like a dream coming true within the connection. So those are the messages coming through. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away.